are listening to the Metal Moose.
Oh my gosh, I need to calm down. Hey guys, what's up? Metal Moose Radio, rocking you like a high school kegger or something cool like that. Anyway, so I've got some exciting stuff to tell you guys about. But first off, I wanted to there are so many bands out there and companies and people that need to make T-shirts, and you know, Metal Moose Radio is one of them. And man, well, listen, we looked around us all over the place, and I wanted to really use somebody local here in the Oklahoma area, so it would be close. I wouldn't have to pay for shipping and all that good stuff. And then I found out my good buddy Eric Smith had a printing shop. It's called VIT. You need to check it out because, number one, it's the best prices you're going to find. And it's from a guy that is in a band. He knows what's going on. You need band shirts. He knows you don't have a ton of money to spend. And he's hooked the Moose up with shirts. All of our shirts are done by them at VIT. So I want you to give him a call. His number is 531-6012, area code 405. Listen, out of state bands, he'll do your shirts as well. It's VIT Screen Printing, 405-531-6012. Give him a call, man, and get yourself some amazing shirts at a great price. It's a big deal, man, because shirts are huge. Merch is a big part of the whole live experience because when you get somebody walking out with your shirt on, it's a good thing. And then when you end up in the morning and your shirt is off, and that could be a good thing too. Somebody grab some CHEETOs.
Get loose with the Moose. against the pain. Kill all love that's died. Crucify my sin. Doubt so intense.
Bear Storm tearing it up on the Metal Moose Radio Show. That is correct. You did hear Ben from Goat Whore throwing out a shout out to the Metal Moose Radio. That's awesome. Thanks to Brandy Wagner for hooking me up with the Goat Whore connection, man. Pretty cool, man, when you got amazing. Ben Falgoose is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And just to have the opportunity to have him say Metal Moose Radio, it's an honor. Thank you very much. Listen, guys, so number one, I don't know if you have got your Cheetos out already. If you're new to the show, which we have new listeners every week, and by the way, this is the Metal Moose Radio Show coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the world-famous Yanubi Studios. What we do here at the Metal Moose Radio is not only do we bring you the most amazing music from the underground from all over the place, all over the world. You're going to hear bands today from Europe and Russia and just all over the place. It's amazing. We play bands from everywhere. So not only do we do that, but we do something that nobody else in the radio world does, and that is we encourage our listeners to rub themselves down in Cheeto dust because it makes the show more enjoyable when you're naked and covered in orange Cheeto dust. And then later on, when things start getting a little bit more fun, we bring out the Nutella. And, I mean, it just kind of turns into a whole different experience. It's metal and Cheetos and Nutella, and it's kind of fun. Everybody does it. It's okay. Don't worry. I won't tell anybody, except I will. We do encourage you also to send pictures of your favorite Cheeto dust moments to us. You can find us at metalmooseradio.blogspot.com. You can find us at Metal Moose Radio on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Instagram, on Tumblr, on Spreaker, on YouTube under Moose JQs. We're all over the place like Flo from the insurance commercials, except she's way hotter than I am. It's true.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
It's also clear now.
All right, gang, so let me tell you real quick about Viking merch, man. Viking merch is a company that does, like, all kinds of Viking jewelry, Thor's hammers, and Raven bracelets, and all kinds of... I mean, if you want to look like a Monomarth, and you want to be a Viking, and pillage, and rape, and hunt, and all those kind of things. Listen, I love the stuff. I have a Thor's hammer. I've had it for a million years. Nothing goes together like metal and Vikings. It's just kind of works that way. So... I got a hold of these guys and I said, listen, man, I love your stuff, and I know that the people that listen to the Metal Moose radio show would love your stuff too. What can we do to bring ourselves together and help everybody get some amazing stuff from your company? And they said, listen, here's what we're going to do, man. Because the Metal Moose radio show and Viking merch belong together, we're going to give all your listeners 10% off of their purchase when they go to vikingmerch.com and enter in the coupon code MOOSE. Literally, it's that easy. Go there, find yourself a badass piece of jewelry, and enter in the coupon code MOOSE, and you're going to get 10% off. It's as awesome as that. Amazing company, killer quality products. And listen, man, you got a Thor's hammer around your neck. The ladies love the Thor's. If you could get a Thor's hammer made out of CHEETOs, you'd be in like Rob Flynn. See what I did there? Rob Flynn machine. Just throwing that out there. CHEETO Thor's hammer. Damn, that's cool. 10% off. Just enter the coupon code MOOSE. More metal coming your way.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
All right, man, just slinging out the metal like a mad cook at a Denny's after a Pantera concert. Everybody's high and hungry. Yep, I'm the guy back in the kitchen throwing out the metal. This is Moose. So listen, man, I've been waiting. I haven't done this before. I've always wanted to, but I'm finally going to do it. We're going to talk about football, man. So looks like Thursday. If we start officially Thursday, all the preseason's over. Here we go. It's big-time games now. We get the Steelers and the Patriots with Mr. Deflated Balls himself, Tom Brady, playing in the game after his suspension got turned over by that judge who obviously is in love with Tom Brady because he's so good-looking, right? And then we got the Packers and the Bears. That'll be an interesting divisional game because Jay Cutler just sucks. Any Bears fans, man, you got to be upset with the fact that that guy's still quarterbacking your team. No good. Chiefs-Texans, which I'm not really a fan of either, so who cares? Browns-Jets. Colts-Bills. I think the Colts are going to do really well this year. It's going to be interesting to see what Rex Ryan can do with the Bills. That guy's absolutely out of his mind, so that could be interesting as well. Dolphins, Redskins. I hope the Dolphins lose every game this year. They're not going to. They're going to be a much better team now that they got Ndamukong Suh. They might make it to the playoffs. We'll see. The Redskins have zero hope, just none. Panthers, Jaguars, really? Kitty cat match. Seahawks, Rams. The Rams beat my Seahawks last year. Pretty mad at them. I hope we get some revenge. Saints, Cardinals. I think that New Orleans is going to be improved this year. Cardinals not bad either, but they have quarterback issues big time. Lions, Chargers. Who cares? Titans, Buccaneers. Interesting to see Mariota and Winston in the same game right off the bat. Be interesting. Bengals, Raiders. You never know what's going on with the Raiders are probably going to suck. Ravens, Broncos, that'll be a good game. We'll see. And then the Giants and Cowboys. Nothing exists in my body more than hoping that the Dallas Cowboys lose every game they play. I can't stand Jerry Jones or anything affiliated with him. So what's your thoughts on the football season here, Metal Moose? I know you're out there because I see you posting on the page all the time. So let's get involved. Let's have a talk about it. Football. And if you ain't got Cheetos at your football party, you just suck.
Show your rack, Cheetos, and rubber chickens. Put
be heard on the Metal Moose Radio Show, all you have to do is send the following to mooseriffworks@gmail.com. Please include music in MP3 format, including a bio. You must give us written permission to air the music on the Metal Moose Radio Show. This show is now syndicated on over 50 of the net's hardest rocking stations worldwide. We accept all forms of heavy music, including, but not limited to, rock, punk, metal, industrial, and hardcore. Please share this with your friends. We can't wait to hear from you.
Damn right, you heard it on the Metal Moose Radio Show. That's because we are playing the unheard louder than anybody else. We have been doing it since 2014. We've just gotten started. So listen, I want to remind you guys again real quick. Bands, if you're looking for t-shirts at an amazing price, you're not going to find a better price anywhere. No matter where you're at, call VIT Screen Printing, and they are going to hook you up. The guy that owns the place is in a band. He knows where you're coming from. He knows about shirts and merch. He's going to take care of you. His name is Eric. Call him at 405-531-6012, VIT Screen Printing. And also, metal bands, you got to have the right gear on. You got to have cool metal gear. VikingMerch.com. Go to VikingMerch.com, man, and type in the coupon code Moose, and you're going to get 10% off your order. It's as easy as that, because we love Viking Merch, and they love the Moose listeners. We're going to hook you guys up with. And listen, man, it's not like cheap crap. It's really good quality. It's amazing. Get into it. So we're going to do rap quote of the week here in just a few minutes. Also, the F5 Oklahoma winner of the week. Surprising moves in this one, man. Somebody came in like a wrecking ball. Did I just do that on the radio? I probably did. It happens.
If
listening to the Metal Moose.
The Oracle on the Metal Moose Radio Show. Actually, Mrs. Moose pick of the week. Now, listen, so here's the deal. How this works out is when I get it, the music that I'm going to put on the show each week, I basically have like a round table with my family, and we listen to the songs and talk about them and where the bands are from and yada, yada, yada. And Mrs. Moose will pick out her favorite song. Now, here's the deal. Mrs. Moose is not a real big metalhead. She's a huge Striper fan, and she loves her some Bon Jovi and those kind of things. But, you know, when it comes down to people who go, rah, it kind of scares her a little bit. So, anyways, when you get the compliment from Mrs. Moose to be picked as the Mrs. Moose pick of the week, that's a pretty big deal, because you got somebody who's not typically into metal who says, I really liked that one. And she dug the Oracle. So there you go. I mean, that's a pretty cool deal. Also, was going to explain to you guys the F5 thing. So here in the great state of Oklahoma, we do have tornadoes quite a bit, and they measure them on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, and that's what we call the F5 metal block, is a band from Oklahoma. And I put up a little deal here because a lot of people here in Oklahoma are like, you don't play enough of the local bands. Well, I promise you, I've played every one of them that's ever sent me music, so I thought we'll just see who they want. You know, we'll put up a little poll and see who they want played. And so I put up some bands, and, you know, listen, I can't put up all the bands because it only gives me a certain amount of options. So I put up some bands, and, man, right off the bat, there was one band that was just killing everybody, and I thought, holy crap, well, obviously they want to hear this band. And then people are commenting, yada, 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 and then the band that won came out of nowhere and just smashed everybody. And we'll get into the F5 winner here in just a little bit. Right now, though, guys, I want to give you my rap quote of the week. And now, listen, it's you're going to have to really get inside yourself because it's deep. Sometimes I rhyme under hypnotic suggestion and form a lesson, and when I'm done, you must pay for the session. I'm verklempt. Let's discuss.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
Coming down, never felt this good. Now I'm changing things I never understood. Now I'm battling with my conscience every day. I'm back and forth through all these tidal waves. I'm tearing out the memories I don't need. I'm giving up on the broken side of me. And I'm pushing towards a greater satellite. 'Cause we only get one chance to roll the dice. Oh, nice. feel this good. I feel this good.
You are listening to the Metal Moose. are listening to the Metal Moose.
That's whenever I first became diagnosed with depression. Was because I kind of felt like I just decided in my head because I was smart enough. And so
So, I love long outros with weird, like, ramblings and stuff that I don't understand. Yeah, so, anyways, guys, Metal Moose Radio Show, time now for the F5 segment. F5 is a band from Oklahoma that we used to play all Oklahoma bands. In the very beginning of the Metal Moose Radio Show, it was all Oklahoma, and then we started getting music from all over the world, and I thought, why are we going to limit ourselves to just Oklahoma? Let's play underground bands from everywhere. So there's still an outcry from all the Oklahoma scene. They're like, you don't play enough Oklahoma bands. And, well, here's the deal. So I'm going to be honest with you. I've said this before. We play bands from all over the place, and we give the fans the opportunity to request them. You call into the Moose line at 405-693-3262, or you go find us on Facebook and you request them. You email us at mooseriffworks@gmail.com, and that's how you get it done. So they're like, but still, man, you don't play enough. Well, here's the deal. We want the fans to vote. We want the fans to get involved. We want the fans to be part of the deal. So what I did is I said, I'm going to list some bands and see who the fans want to hear. And we're going to do this. We're going to bring back the F5 block. We're going to do it every now and then. We'll see how many people want to get involved. Because if you don't want to get involved, there's not a scene. There's just a bunch of bands. Without the fans, there's no scenes. So the fans got involved, and the voting was awesome in there. People were suggesting bands, and please add this band, and yada, yada, yada. We just threw up some bands, and it looked like our good friends in Octave Jaw were going to pull it off. But then out of nowhere, Machine in the Mountain broke open the Cheetos. F5 block, Metal Moose Radio, Machine in the Mountain.
listening to the Metal Moose.
Because it's power, but it's like a path.
All right, gang. Listen, man, so this is the part of the show that we try to do every week because it's important that we pay attention to the people out there that pay attention to us, and we want to thank everybody. You know, we thank a lot of the same people, Mark, Connor, and Amanda from Metal on the Move, and Renee from Renee's Rock Nation, and Yvonne from Voodoo Queen Management, and Rena Edwards out in Florida, awesome listener, Moose Crew member, Chris Andrews from Against the Damned, just Brandy Wagner. Thanks so much for your help. Everybody out there that's helping in the Moose Crew, which is growing. It's gone from 300 to 800 members. We're making it bigger. Also like to thank Tornado Tattoo. As always, they do all of the tattoos for the Moose Crew. By the way, if you're part of the Moose Crew and you need a tattoo, get with Josh Poindexter over at Tornado. Just let him know you're part of the Moose Crew. He's going to hook you up. Of course, we appreciate the new sponsorship from VikingMerch.com. That's a big deal. Don't forget VIT screen printing if you need shirts for your band. Also, Tony LaDonna Proctor, all the promoters out there, Jerry Church Jr., Jessica Sosbo, Thunder Rally, all the venues that are letting the bands play. We appreciate you. So listen, man, make sure and smile at somebody, give somebody a hug. It could totally change somebody's day. You never know when somebody's having a bad one, and just a smile from you could change everything. It's an awesome deal. Wake up, kick ass, be kind, repeat. That's how we do it. Have fun with Cheetos this week. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, if you listen to the show, man, share it with your friends. Share it all over Facebook, Twitter, social media, the crap out of it. It's on YouTube. Get on it. Send it out to everybody so they can hear amazing music and just have a good time. And I would suggest stop wearing the bra on your head because, I mean, sometimes it can be fun, but when you're in Home Depot, it just causes trouble. Just throwing that out there. My name is Moose, man. This is the Metal Moose Radio Show. Thanks, guys. There's still more music coming up. Don't tune out yet. Thanks to all of the 60 radio affiliates, Radio Riff, Metal Zone Radio, POV Radio, Canada Extreme Metal Radio, Metalhead Extreme Radio out of Chicago, all of you, 365 Radio Network, NGFY, Rock Addict Radio. We appreciate all of you. I know I can't say all of your names all the time, but we appreciate the radio affiliates. And just have an awesome week, and we'll see you next time. Get on Facebook. Get involved with the Metal Moose Radio Show because it's your show. Just remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. We will see you next week. More metal right now. Tusk.
Stand here, fallen man, cast out and thrown away. Through bloodshot eyes of I turn back to end of time. We are all slaves, eagerly heading towards early grave. Tries am I to see the light? There is a way. Try as am I to see the light? There is a way.
listening to the Metal Moose.
Hey guys, listen, I wanted to come back real quick before the show was over and remind you to go check out VikingMerch.com and enter in the coupon code MOOSE when you're checking out. You're going to get 10% off of your order. Also wanted to, I forgot, Scott Agnew and all of the people and Pray For Me and Left to Die and Against the Damned and all the bands out there that really take part in this. I'd also like to thank all the new fans on Facebook. You can find us at Metal Moose Radio on Facebook, also Moose, Jaques. Make sure and give us a call at 405-693-3262. And, leave us a message on the Moose line. We'll put you on the air. If you just want to wish somebody a happy birthday, or you want to request a band, or you just want to call up and tell us that you love Cheetos, or you hate me and you want me to die, whatever it is, just give us a call. Let us know. The Moose line is open 24/7, 365. You can call it anytime you want to. Doesn't matter. And just leave a message and let us know what's on your mind. Also want to thank, of course, all the promotion companies. Adrenaline PR and Asher Media Relations, Full Blast, Clawhammer, Trending Obscurity, Rock and Growl, all the people out there that are sending us music all the time to give us amazing stuff. Doer PR, Deathbound Records, I think them as well. Century Media, Relapse, Inside Out Music. A lot of people out there that are involved in this. It's not just me sitting in the studio making a show. There's a ton of people out there trying to make this work for bands that need to get heard. So I wanted to come back real quick because I felt like I had forgot to thank everybody. Also, make sure and let me know about your football predictions and your football team and who you like, and we can discuss that as well. Your favorite beer. I'm always wanting to know your favorite kind of beer. Just make sure and let us know where you're listening from, what you want to hear more of. And then I forgot to tell you guys about the Black Cut in the beginning of the show. Every week, because there are so many bands with the word black in the title, we're going to open up the show every week with a song with the word black in the name of the band, because there's thousands of them. So figure we're just going to open it up with the Black Cut of the week. Listen, guys, thanks for listening to the Metal Moose Radio Show. Hope to see you out there on Facebook. Maybe catch you at a show. You never know, man. Ghost season coming up right now. Have an amazing day. This is the Moose. We'll talk to you next time. Take it easy.
Lost to take the blame. If not, our lives and our homes won't be the same. Keep the fire burning, Mother Church will find a way.
I wanna burn the other day.
While the world is turning, our faith won't go astray.
I wanna burn the other day.
We've seen her dancing in the dark. We've heard her chant unholy rhyme. We know she's got the evil eye. Besides, she's old and lame and blind. Behind the graveyard in the alley where she hides, our forks and torches will trace out the devil's fright. Keep the fire burning, Mother Church will find a way.
I wanna burn the other day.
While the world is turning, our faith won't go astray.
I wanna burn the other day.
We've came to lock you and to drag you out in chains. With glowing irons we will burn your poison veins. Keep the fire burning, Mother Church will find a way.
I wanna burn the other day.
While the world is turning, our faith won't go astray.
I wanna burn the other day.
Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Mother Church will find a way.
Burn the other day.
While the world is turning, our faith won't go astray.
I wanna burn the other day.
Smoke in the dark on the shadowy raid. Smoke in the air and the demon will fade. Fire to the fire, root out the seed. Pray to the Lord, He will bless our deed.
Thanks for tuning in to The Moose. All rights to the music played on this show are reserved to the artist or representatives of the bands. For information on how to get your band on the show, email mooseriffworks@gmail.com or find Metal Moose Radio on Facebook. Tune in next week for more Moose. This show is exclusively produced and imaged by Burn United Records. For more information, go to www.burnunited.com. Burn United Records, where your band becomes a brand.